Hello everyone, this is Teacher Karen. Welcome to Business Math class. Our lesson for today is all about proportion. Okay, before we start discussing about proportion, I have here a problem solving. The concept of proportion can be observed also in the market. We can apply it to know the price of certain number of dozens of apple given that the price of apple is per dozen. Suppose a dozen of apples cost 240 pesos. How much is 3 dozens of apples? 240 pesos times 3 dozens equivalent to 720 pesos. If you do that, you are also implementing proportion. Okay, understanding proportion. So what is proportion? Each of the four members is a proportion is called a term of a proportion. We have first term, second term, third term, and fourth term. In this form, this is a ratio form. And another form is fraction. A is the first term, B is the second term, C is the third term, and D is the fourth term. Okay, so this is the two forms, fraction forms and the ratio form, but they are same proportion. The first and the fourth we call them extremes, and the second and the third we call them means. And if they are formed in ratio, the middle the means in the middle, then the opposite side that will be the extreme. Here in fraction, A and B are the extremes, B and C are the means. Okay, fundamental property of proportion. In any proportion, the product of the means, for example, this one, 21 times 8, is equal to the product of the extreme, 6 times 28. This is it. The product of the means and the product of the extremes. That is, the cross products of terms are equal. If they are equal, they are proportion. 21 times 8 is 68. 6 times 8, 28 is 68 also. So they are equal, so meaning they are proportion. 7 over 8 is equal to 14 over 16. 7 times 16, cross product or cross multiplication, and 8 times 14. If they are equal, they are proportion. Another one is to the ratio 8 over 10 is equal to 18 over 22, form a proportion. Let us check. 8 times 22, then 10 times 18. 8 times 22 is 172. 10 times 18 is 180. They are not equal. So, meaning they do not form proportion. Okay, given 7 over 8 is equal to n over 16. Find the missing term. So, we have a missing term. Okay. So, what is n? So, cross multiplication again. So, x times n and then 7 times 16. X times n, that is 8n, and 7 times 16, that is 112. Then we will divide both sides by 8 from here, 8. And then n is equal to 112 divided by 8. N is equal to 14, meaning the missing term is 14. Types of proportion. We have direct proportion. So we discuss about the variation. So direct proportion, the first one, two variables say x and y varying such that as x increases, y also increases, or as x decreases, y also decreases. Meaning, x, if x increases, also y increases. So, same silang tumataas. At same din silang bababa. That is the ratio x over y always the same. The same holds true with the ratio y over x. So kahit pagbaliktarin sila, they are also the same. State whether x and y are directly proportional or not. If the following table, so this will be our value of x and the value of y. So we will check the first column, 3 over 9. So get the lowest term, 3 divided by 3, that is 1. 9 divided by 3, that is 3. So 1/3. Then we will check if they have the same lowest term on the second column, 4 over 12. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Next is 5 over 15. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. So still 1/3. Next, the last one, 7 over 21st. So 7 divided by 7, that is 1. 21 divided by 7, that is 3. So 1/3 again. So they are all the same. Another one is indirect or inverse proportion. Two variables says x and y varying such that as x increases, y decreases, or x decreases, y increases. Proportionally, that is the product of x and y is always the same. So opposite with the direct, if x increases, y decreases. So opposite po sila. State whether x and y are inversely proportional or not in the following table. So we have here also the value of x and the value of y. So we will check each one of them. Here, we will multiply them one by one. We know that if x and y vary inversely, then the product remains the same for all the values of x and y. State here, the first column, 8 times 32 is equal to 256. 16 times 16, that is also 256. 32 times 8 is also 256. 4 times 64 is also 256. And then 256 times 1 is also 256. So meaning they are inverse proportion. Clearly, the product of all the values of x and y are the same, that is 256. So there are barely increases. Inversely. Partitive proportion. A whole is divided into more than two parts. It involves identifying parts of a whole based on a given ratios of those parts. A father wants to leave 467,500 to his four children in the ratio of 1:3 is 3:4. So this will be the part of every children. The first, second, third, and fourth. The first child will receive 111. Saan galing yung 11? 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That is 11. Then the part 1. Then the second will receive 311. The third child will receive 311 also. And then the fourth child will receive 411. So let us compute. So the first child will receive 111. So this one. So all you have to do is 1 over 11 times 467,500. Then 467,000 times 1 is equivalent to 467,500 over 11. So we will divide 467,500 by 11. So we will get 42,500, meaning the first child will receive 42,500. The second child will receive 311. Same procedure. 311 times 467,500 is equal to 1,402,500 over 11. So we will divide it. So we will get 127,500, meaning the second child will receive 127,500. Okay, the third child will receive 311 also. Same procedure, 3 over 11 times 467,500. So we will get 1,402,500 divided by 11. Then the third child will receive 127,500. The last one, the fourth child, it will receive 4 over 11 or 411. Same procedure for 11 times 467,500. And then we get 1,870,000 over 11. Then we will divide it. The fourth child will receive 170,000. Okay. So the first child will receive 42,500. Second child will receive 127,500, same as the third child. And then the fourth child will receive 170,000. All in all, 467,500. That is partitive proportion. Okay. Before I end, I will give you words of wisdom. The quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor, by Vince Lombardi. Thank you, God bless, and stay safe. Bye bye. Until next video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Click the bell button to notify you. Bye po.